So before this video gets started, if you need money right now, if you're searching for a new way to make money, don't worry, there's an app called Instacart. Instacart is a grocery delivery service. You're gonna go to a store, shop for groceries. I am an Instacart shopper. I go out and do Instacart deliveries. I honestly think it's pretty fun, it's pretty easy, and I make like 24 bucks an hour, 25, sometimes 30. It's a really easy way to make money, and demand is through the roof right now, guys. Through the roof. You will not be out of deliveries. They will be flying in all the time. It's up 20 times in most markets. The Instacart CEO said that. So listen to him. They are looking for new shoppers. If you want to make money, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. Now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan and thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you watching this video, and I know times are tough right now, guys, and there's a lot going on in the world, and you know, I'm gonna help you through it. We're gonna get through this together. Don't worry, I'm here for you. There are a lot of drivers getting denied unemployment benefits, and both drivers for Uber and Lyft, as well as for food delivery drivers and just people who are self-employed or kind of run their own little business. Like it's weird. Like Uber and Lyft drivers are technically independent contractors, but they kind of run their own, I guess. I'm not currently driving for Uber and Lyft just because of everything that's going on, but you know, what do you call yourself when you're an Uber and a Lyft driver? You're a business owner, run your own business, or are you an independent contractor working for Uber? So when you're filling out these unemployment forms, like, I mean, it's kind of up in the air and there's no clear path. So do you say you're employed by Uber? Well, not technically, you're not technically an employee, but who are you employed by then? Are you employed by yourself? Well, yourself isn't an employer, so what do you put? There's a lot of miscommunication, and a lot of the states really aren't even set up yet. And basically what's happened is that once the US stimulus bill passed, a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers have just went ahead and filed, and self-employed too. I mean, let's face it, if you're, you know, working at a restaurant, you're probably also driving for Uber and Lyft or one of these gig apps on the side. You probably have once in a while. You know what? So many people who are applying and getting denied. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna spill the tea. Spill the tea. We're gonna spill the tea, and then we're also gonna talk about how to actually get approved. I'm gonna give you some steps on how to get approved as well. If you are an Uber and a Lyft driver, there are some stipulations that you do need to follow when you fill out these forms. You know, you can't just wing it, or else you'll most likely get denied, which you've seen with Jacob Letman on the channel. And we are doing everything that we can. Again, there have been some comments of people saying, oh my gosh, Jacob Letman got denied. I thought he was the guru of this stuff. Guys, we don't work for the government, okay? This new US stimulus bill passed. There was an inclusion in there for self-employed people, so we started talking about it. There's hardly any information from the government saying how to apply. They just say that, a lot of places say that they're open for unemployment filings, and some states say don't file yet. So based on your state, comment your state down below, and we will be going through the comments and saying whether, like, how to apply in your state. We're gonna give you specific recommendations, because yes, there are 50 states, guys, 50 different applications for self-employed people. So it's gonna be different based on your state. Keep that in mind too. If you wanna file, you have to go to your state unemployment website. So yeah, you're gonna wanna type in, you know, unemployment benefits and your state, and there should be some information there about gig workers. And if you can get on the phone with somebody, I know that the wait times are really, really long, but some places have it set up where you call them and then they'll call you back when they're ready. So you know, wake up really early in the morning and call at 8 a.m. and you know, maybe you'll get a call later at like 1 or 2 p.m. or whenever, you know. So the wait times are like 6 hours long, unless you want to be like, okay, I'm waiting for 6 hours. No, thank you. Anyways, let's get into the video. Let's start. I know you guys want to know why Uber and Lyft drivers are getting denied. What on the application is getting drivers denied? Let's also got my orange juice here, guys. Here we go. Self-employed workers stuck waiting for help. This is on CNN, guys, so you know it's legit. What are self-employed people? Uber and Lyft drivers. Many unemployed Americans are starting to see a bump in jobless benefits, but it will likely be a few more weeks before independent contractors and gig workers start receiving checks. And some may not end up qualifying at all. So if you are an Uber or a Lyft driver or an independent contractor and you already have started receiving money and you already have been approved, comment down below and tell us how you did it and tell us, everything you did. And guys, if you're watching this, go through the comment section and read, because people are sharing good information down there. Congress recently opened up unemployment benefits to certain people who can't work because of blank. Can't say that word because I will get demonetized if I do. Or who don't typically qualify, including independent contractors and the self-employed. Also, gig economy workers who aren't eligible for traditional state benefits could access this aid. That's gig economy workers. It said could. But let's see why drivers are getting denied, guys, and why some drivers are not eligible. But most states have yet to finish reprogramming their antiquated technology system to accept these residents' applications. Guys, I don't want to play devil's advocate here, but I've seen in the comment section a lot of people saying, I can't believe these states aren't set up for their states' websites aren't set up yet. Come on, we need our money. Why aren't states accepting and approving us so fast? Guys, keep in mind, usually these states are accustomed to maybe, I think it's like 10,000 a week, 80,000 a year unemployment applications. Whatever the case is, it's in the tens of thousands, if not maybe 100,000. In the past 2 weeks, guys, 2-3 weeks, I think, 20 million unemployment applications already filed. 20 million. That's like 100 times, if not 1,000 times more than they're used to. It is going to be I can't say that word, but rhymes with bit show. It's going to be crazy out there. So don't expect this to be a smooth process, because the states probably are lacking information from the federal government on how to handle these applications. And once they are able to file, some may find that they aren't eligible for assistance. Why not? Asks Dylan to CNN. Well, CNN says, the Federal Department of Labor released guidance this past weekend that some experts say could exclude some non-traditional workers or limit the benefits they receive. Seriously? After all this time, you tell us that gig workers are now included, and now you say some aren't going to receive it? We're the ones who need the money most. Seeking to help the millions of Americans losing their jobs amid the blank, can't say that word or else I get demonetized, and you guys know I will. Lawmakers approved a historic expansion of the unemployment benefits program. Here we go, guys. This is important, listen up. The package, which was signed into law on March 27, boosted weekly checks by $600 per week, guys. Added 13 weeks of benefits and created a new unemployment assistance program to certain people affected by the outbreak. While some state agencies have started to roll out the additional $600 payments, many say that adding new categories of workers to the blank program is a much heavier lift. Through the new benefit is based on the disaster unemployment assistance program. It requires states to create new applications, accept different proof of earnings, and set up back-end systems. So there's a lot of coding that needs to go on. If you guys have ever taken a coding class or a software engineering class, they have to design the websites through code. It's not like, oh, let me create a Wix or a Weebly or a WordPress website. They probably are hiring engineers to help build out these application forms, because doing all those forms manually, guys, is gonna, they would have to hire. If you want a job, go to your unemployment office and say, hey, I'm looking for a job. I'm sure they'll hire you. They need the help right now. All this comes at a time when states have been slammed by hordes of newly jobless people trying to file for unemployment. Nearly 17 million Americans submitted first-time unemployment claims over the past 3 weeks, surpassing all previous records. 17 million, guys. Guys, by the way, if you currently need money like today, there are jobs out there. There are jobs. I just made a video called 13 gig apps that are hiring drivers right now. I actually included 14, but one of them just recently changed over to hiring, drivers as employees, but it's essentially 14 gig apps. You can go watch that video. That's 14 jobs that are hiring. Or if you want to get a job at a grocery store or Walmart or Amazon, or CVS, there are a lot of places that are experiencing huge demand right now. No estimate for independent contractors and self-employed workers. What? Many states CNN contacted this week. So CNN has actually went out above and beyond and did a bunch of research. So let's hear what they said. Said they had no estimate for when independent contractors and self-employed would start being approved. Many states, guys. California, for instance, if you live in California, listen up. I do. Says it will take time to build and staff this complex new program that likely rival the size of its current unemployment benefit system. The State Employment Development Department says it will update its website as information becomes available, guys. So listen right there, even California, they said it's a complex new program and it's gonna take time to build and staff. So they have to hire new people just to do this. It's like crazy, guys. Some states, however, are starting to provide projections. Mississippi hopes to finish reprogramming its systems and begin accepting applications next week. So most of these states aren't even accepting applications yet. So why are drivers getting denied? Because they're filling out, most likely, how I perceive it, they're filling out the form that's meant for employees. So they're filling out the wrong form. Mississippi hopes to finish reprogramming by next week. It will then send these residents a notice asking them to go back online and submit financial documentation of their wages, such as 1099 or earnings statements for 2019. The agency is still waiting for more details from the Federal Department of Labor before it can send the notifications, he said. Utah, I doubt hardly any of you guys live in Utah watching this, but if you live in another state, maybe this will be the same for you. Utah's Unemployment Insurance Division believes it can post the applications on its site early next week. Kevin Burt, the agency's director, said Thursday, however, it may take 21 to 30 days for the jobless to be approved and receive payment. The same time it takes for the traditional program. So guys, Utah says it's going to take up to 30 days just to get approved. If you are approved, given that you actually do fill it out correctly. So, yeah. Meanwhile, North Carolina's Division of Employment Security said Thursday that it estimates it can start accepting claims around April 25th. In Massachusetts on April 30th, and asking potential eligible residents to check the unemployment agency site for details. Here we go. Cassira Jackson, a hairstylist and independent contractor, most likely an Uber driver, needs that money to buy diapers and baby wipes. The Charlotte, North Carolina resident is 7 months pregnant with her first child, but hasn't been able to work since Governor Roy Cooper ordered people to stay at home in late March. Her partner owns a small restaurant that also had to close after it couldn't make enough money selling takeout food. When I found out that the stimulus included independent contractors being able to file for unemployment, I saw a glimmer of hope, said Jackson, 33, whose hope was shattered when she was initially denied. She submitted another application and is waiting for it to be processed at the end of the month. Meanwhile, she still has to pay the rent on her home, obviously, as well as for her stylist chair at the salon. I thought it would be quicker than this, said Jackson. You can't raise a baby on nothing. That is true. My heart goes out for people like this, guys. It really does. While people have to wait to be approved, they won't be shortchanged. The pandemic benefits are retroactive to as early as January 27th. depending on when applications lost their jobs or stop being able to go to work. Some may not qualify. Here we go, guys. Here are the people who will not qualify. While the stimulus package extended benefit to some advocates fear that the Department of Labor's recent guidance may mean some of the newly jobless won't qualify in states that implement it conservatively. For instance, the document says that independent contractors such as ride-sharing service drivers may not be eligible because they don't have a place of employment and can't say they work because it closed. They may still qualify if they've been forced to stop working because a state or municipal order restricting movement makes continued operation unsustainable. However, not all governors have ordered drivers off the road. And food delivery workers who don't want to continue ferrying orders because they fear getting infected may not qualify. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. Some experts take the opposite view, arguing with guidance is in line with the law. Both focus on the health-related consequences and not the secondary effects that playing out through the economy. The beauty of freelancing is that you can hustle and get work on your own, he said, but right now people can't. So there you guys have it. That's why people are getting denied. Pretty much everything is up in the air right now, so we will update you as soon as new updates come. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Leave the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Talk to you all soon. Bye.